On today's episode on WarpDriveM, we are going to throw some money on the 435i. We are going to install a big brake kit. In fact, this car is optioned from factory, the M performance brakes, Brembo brakes, and we are going to do that in this episode. Just a quick question before we are going to start working on this car. Do you remember the times when with 300 euros, 400 euros, you can fix the whole car? Well, I don't. Check how bad the brakes are. We are driving now. I'm going to brake in here. Maybe you can hear now. Hear that? On every brake, it doesn't matter the speed. Again. Just a second. Let's brake now. So every time I press the pedal, we have this noise. Before we start the video, let's check what 3000 euros will give us. My god, it's huge and heavy. Two-piece rotors, central piece aluminium bolted to the rotor, to the disc. And this disc is two pieces as well, air cooled. We have the brake pads in the back, Brembo as well. We have the brake pads on the front, Brembo as well. And this one are called floating pads because there is a pin that is going to hold the pads, and the pads are floating on that pin. And because I want to avoid any kind of accident, oh my god, my back. We're going to wait for Daniel to come, and we are going to do this job together because it's way safer for me at least, and it's going to work way faster. So let's prepare and park the car a little bit in the back because I don't want to have the car with the back wheels on the inspection pit. We are going to drive the car in the back. Here we can jack the car from the diff, and we can remove both of the wheels in the back, and we can work on both sides. I've just removed the wheel in the back. I've jacked up the car from underneath, from the differential, and we have two jack stands on both sides, one in there and one in here. See that? 3-ton jack stands, so it's safe. But I'm going to leave the jack under the differential just for safety measure. And this is what we have to replace. We have to take this Allen bolt out. We have two 18mm bolts in the back, or two E16. Now with an hex bit or Allen key 6, you can see in there. Check this out. This one doesn't make any kind of problems. That's nice, but I can see from now that we have a lot of rust in there, and I'm pretty sure that the disc is welded, almost welded to the hub, and I'm going to start hammering this out. I'm going to put a bolt in here because I don't want to fall off on my head or on my hands. This is going to come out. Nice. We have with the new brake set, we have new bolts. Okay, I'm going to smash these pins out, take the rattle clamp out, and we are going to try to push the pistons with the pads. So we just clean in here a little bit. We've cleaned these two pins, guide pins, but we have a small problem because I received apparently the front pads, not the rear ones. So the rear ones will come tomorrow with the front discs. So we are going to put the disc now. We are going to put everything back, the caliper without the pads. Meanwhile, I'm going to work off camera on the other side, and tomorrow when I receive the package with the front disc and with the pads, I'm going to put everything back and it's done. The right side is completely done as well without the pads. In here we don't have any kind of wear sensor because we have just one in the left front and one in the rear right. Everything is new. We just have to wait for the pads tomorrow to come and front discs. This is the next day update. These are the boxes from the rear discs in the back, and today we received the front disc, which are huge in comparison with the ones in the back. 370 millimeters in the front and 345 millimeters in the back. We received as well new bolts. We finally have the pads for the back, and the pads from the front we received yesterday. Let's throw the pads in the back and start replacing the ones in the front. Bam! Are done. I'm not quite happy with the wheel on this car, but we are going to refurbish the original ones, and after that we are going to replace, because the original ones look way better on this car. Because maybe it's not the wheel, maybe the tire, because it's the low profile, and I think either I have to lower the car or to raise the tire, or to buy a tire with more profile. €3,000 brake all around, front and back. The new discs in the front with pads, everything is done with the new wheels. These are just temporary. Please don't say nothing in the comment section, because I want to refurbish the original ones, and after that I'm going to put the original ones back, and till the other ones are done we are going to rock this one, because the winter tires we are going to need in the next winter, so we don't want to ruin the thread. And these are the original ones. They seen better days for sure. The clear coat is peeling in here as well, and there are a few with some oh, check this out, some cheap stones, stone chips, how the heck are called. Okay, anyway, you know the idea. I will have the error for the TPMS sensor, because this wheels doesn't have any TPMS. I have in the winter wheels and in the summer wheels, but on this one I don't have. That won't be any problem. Now I'm going to drive the car a little bit in order to see if I've installed the new brake pads wear sensor correctly. We are going to bed the pads with the rotors, and we are finished. With all of that being said and done, we have new wheels, we have new brakes. It wasn't a hard job. The hardest part on this job was to pay that money for these brakes. €2,800, Brembo brakes, double two-piece rotors, ventilated, and pads, wear sensor, everything in the package. €2,800. Is it worth it? Of course, because this car needs these brakes, otherwise this car wouldn't have these brakes. There is another way, a cheaper way to put new brakes on this car. Yeah, there is. You can buy one piece rotor, the same dimension, without the slots and everything, and it will be much cheaper for sure. But I went with original parts because this car will remain original as is, no mods, because I live in Germany and I will have a lot of problems. So first I will invest a lot of money to mod this car, and after that I will have problems with the police, or I have to pay another money to register every single piece that is modded on this car. So I will enjoy it as is, and that's why I went with original brakes. Thank you once again, Daniel, for the help. Daniel will be on the channel for sure on almost all the projects. And pretty much that's about it for today's episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, as usual, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.